Perfect. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon. Let me just get all my stream stuff working. Alright, perfect. How's everyone's day been? I've been doing so great recently. You know, it's been a while since I've done a bit of streaming. I think I've been focusing more on the YouTube stuff, and, well, I decided to, kick back and get back into some Gungeon stuff. Now, since it's been a while, I'm gonna be a little rusty. So we're just gonna make sure everything is lined up, like so. And then make sure my stream chat's alright. Alright, cool. I was just checking my audio levels. Alright. Let's get into it. Wrong thing. But yeah. So, probably gonna be doing a full run today. Nothing to it but to do it. I need to since I'm doing both YouTube and Twitch, I'm gonna need to get YouTube chat working on the on Stream Elements. I think it's working. Like if someone joins in on the YouTube chat, they should appear on both. But for right now, we're just chilling, doing our thing. Perfect. But yeah, floor one's always gonna be easy. It's been a while since I booted up Gungeon, so it's gonna be a little bit of rust there that need to clean off. You know, a bit of force to clean off all the rust. Never a bad thing. I could use the lockpicks to break that chest, which I might. We'll see. If I get a ton of keys, I'll be like, alright. Never a good idea just to break a chest. Like, I like having the lockpicks as a backup, but they're never really my go-to. But Gungeon's like riding a bike. If you get really good at it, there's no stopping you. But yeah, I've also been just really in the deadlock recently, so that's kind of every time I'm like, damn, I could go for some Gungeon. I'm like, but deadlock's right there. And I would really like to stream deadlock, but it gets so laggy when I try it. But that was a couple patches ago, so maybe it's a bit better. But I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to test it again, just to make doubly sure that it doesn't break. I can maybe do a test stream just to see if it does start lagging. But I don't know how I'm gonna truly test and see if it lags. We'll see though. But if I can get it to a point where it doesn't lag deadlock, I can start streaming deadlock too, so that'd be fun. Because the new update, oh my god, it's so good. It's so gas. The ranked update. I mean, they did put me in Frog 1, but I make it a Frog 4. That sounds like nonsense until you realize what the rank system is in deadlock. I refuse to use the, which I got hit there, because I got stuck in a stupid situation, but it is really fun. Deadlock is really fun, but Gungeon never gets old. I really hope Gungeon 2 is just, it lives up to the hype, is what I'm hoping for. Really, really hope so. We're gonna start breaking through. Getting through all. I only got hit once, which sucks. I got hit on floor 1. I'm gonna be real bruise to the ego there. But it's been a bit. Little bruise to the ego. Really hope I get lucky this run though. First floor. Not getting any like keys or anything, so I'm a little nervous. Oh, there we go. Table Tech Angry. Love that. Get a little bit of rage going. Now, I can't... Here's the thing, right? I can't, like, use the keys yet because I need to get to the oubliette, which requires 2 keys. So if I use a key early on, it's not going to be a good time. There we go, slowly but surely. I gotta remember blanks are a thing too, because even when I was like really going hard on Gungeon, I never used blanks. It was a pride thing. Even though they're like a huge part of the Gungeon, I'm like, I could probably like here. That's when you use a blank. That was a blank moment. Having to use the starboard pistol, though, is like raking nails on it. It's like raking nails on a chalkboard. It's agonizingly slow. Sadly, no master around, but I could have told you that. Usually I can pretty much easily take this guy out without any problems, but gotta get back into the swing of things. But yeah, I'm gonna try live streaming a little bit more. It's probably gonna be just a one-run stream today. And then as I get more and more developed, because I wanna improve how the stream looks too. Because right now it's pretty bare bones. Which could be nice. Which could be a nice thing to keep it that way, but I'm gonna try and at least put some more pizzazz. That's a 50 casing. That is very nice. Alright, we're gonna lockpick this. Actually, let's try to see if we can find a hidden room first. Before I go breaking stuff. I don't think there can be a hidden room inside of this room, but we'll check. It's just gonna be a quick thing. I'm not gonna spend like an hour doing this. I'm just gonna do a quick breeze by of the places I think might be able to have a secret room. It's a little bit hard to tell because the barrels are a little off skew, so sometimes I could have a hidden room. This is also one of the rooms that can easily hide a hidden room. It's this room and chest rooms are like the most likely culprits. That's also why I don't like using blanks, just because you have no way to open a secret room if you find one. It might actually be in Bellow's shop. Nope. Alright. Well, I tried. Huge. Alright. To the oubliette. Now, the bow blaster isn't bad necessarily. It's just not a regular gun. It's definitely a different form of gun. So what you do basically is you have a wall of bubbles, and then you shoot them. And then you have to reload to shoot the bubbles. But you have to be in front of them. It's a lot more coordination, but he does a decent bit of damage. So it's not bad. Well, I didn't understand how Bow Blaster worked. I thought it was a bad gun, but that sucked. when you kind of realize how he works. Not a bad thing. You have to put a little bit of brain power into it, but other than that, nothing too harsh. Our little shop is there. We'll see if there's anything important. Not really. Nothing too much. What we're looking for now is a way to fly. And not with the balloon thing. I'm looking for an item. I mean, either with the wings or the jetpack. Just so if I run into Winchester, the small chance I run into Winchester, I can just cheese him. I like to open the chest at like the very end. At least on the earlier floors, just so if I get a key, I can use it. So I'm not wasting any chests. The worst thing you can do is waste a chest. That's a wall mimic. That was fucked up. That's an evil position. That was an evil position to put him in. Look at that. Right where I would be trapped. I got an item out of it though. The scope isn't actually that bad. All things considered, or the laser sight, not the scope. If it was the scope, I'd be hyped. Because the scope is one of two components for the best synergy, which is 360S. Very, very fun synergy there. There we go, blow some bubbles. Go just a little bit crazy. There we go. I think when I get like when I get a little bit bigger when it comes to live streaming, I'll start putting in like more chat orientated stuff, like the stream, like the stream avatars, because I have stream avatars. I've used it before. But when it's only like 3 people in chat, it's like, it's kind of just like clutter at that point. There we go, we got an extra key. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I think I'll use that on the green chest. So we found the hidden room. Now, the Gungeon can have as many hidden rooms as it can generate, technically. I think the max I've seen and the max I've had is 3 in one floor. Each floor has the possibility of a hidden room, and as many hidden rooms. I think 3 might be the max. 2 is hard. Like 2 is like, that's a lot of hidden rooms. Except for the Abbey of the True Gun, that always has 2. It always has 1 because of Albert. But it's the most likely to have 2, so if it has a hidden room, it's going to technically have 2. I just hope, and this is going to sound weird, I hope in Gungeon 2, that to get the high dragon fire, it's not as RNG heavy. Because like to get that, it's like a 1 in 100 chance for a secret room that you have to find. That's already crazy. But if it's like, that's just doing lock thing. If it's to be like there, that's fine. Right. Oh, ooh. Wait a minute. Wait a hot second. That could be really nice. Wait a gosh dang heckin' second. That could be Oh my god. Oh, okay. What I have just obtained is the orange. And that doesn't seem insane until you realize the vampire's right there. The orange fully heals me. Now, I can't get a master round from this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make the vampire take me down to one heart. Or like half a heart. And then I'm just gonna eat the fruit, and then she'll take even more. So the less damage I take here, the more money I get, correlation-wise. I did get hit early because of that, the cultist. Which sucks, but oh well. And then next floor, I'm going to have to deal with not getting hit, which is gonna suck. Don't make me use the orange here. I'm Blob Lord of all things. Don't make this the possibility. Don't make this my life. I'm rusty. I'm not that rusty. There we go. I was gonna say I'm worried. A little bit. Oh, there we go. Proton pack. Love to see that. We have the orange, so I'll use the orange almost immediately. So it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. There we go. And then we use the orange, get an extra heart. Get some money. Because we're going to have to use about 115 for the rat key. So I'm going to stock up just a little bit. Alright, and then with that, I'm gonna go here. I crack my fingers a little bit. Alright, we're gonna grab a key. We're gonna go here. Make sure this is a mimic. Perfect. To be honest, I shouldn't have even done that. Because I knew it was gonna be a gun. And a blue tier gun isn't really the best. I could have went without it, but a gun's a gun. So, no harm, no foul in that. Got everything. Sometimes I walk out without the crest, and it's like, well, damn. The crest is always worth it to get. If anything, it's an extra shield, and if you get it to the where you need to in this floor, extra floor. Nothing wrong with an extra. Oh god, there's a spider in this. Their bullet patterns are just annoying. And their webbing, oh my god. I get they're supposed to be, oh, not a lead maiden. Two things I hate on this fort is spiders and lead maidens, and they just put them back to back. Luckily it wasn't a hard lead maiden. Sometimes lead maidens are put in like the most nefarious rooms without cover, and you're just kind of stuck with it. All right, let's see what we've got. That's a really good compressed air tank. Is actually a really good gun, which I am actually considering getting. I should be fine with what I have. Should be is the keyword there. Now I just need to find the old crest room, which is terrifying because I have to go through the entirety of this floor and hopefully not get hit. I really wish the old crest went behind all the other shields, you know? Just make it a little bit less stressful. I just feel like such a jump in difficulty. Like, look at this, evil bullet patterns. Absolutely maniacal stuff. This room isn't so bad. Comparatively, could be worse. But here's where the hard part comes in. Proton pack. Make sure everything's reloaded. Yeah, things like that where you're in a corner and a bullet's coming at you, even no matter how slow it's coming, it's always intimidating. I am playing on speed mode, because it just feels like this is how fast the Gungeon should be going. If you don't play on speed mode, the Gungeon feels so slow. It feels so slow. The first time you go into speed mode, it's intimidating. Don't get me wrong. But the moment you get used to it, it's like, well, damn. It's like, how was this ever a challenge beforehand? Everything feels like a slog fest. Like, this feels like the speed you should be going in the Gungeon. This is average speed. If I ever went back to normal speed Gungeon, oh my, I would shred. There would not be a challenge. All the bullets would be so slow, I would just win. I thought I was on fire there and it wasn't going off. It's just when I flip a table, I get a little angry. I was like, why am I red? What's going on? You've got to be joking me. What? Oh, this is... I had to basically fight a mini-boss without getting hit. And this is the worst one, too. You freak of nature. Oh, I'm a little aggravated now that I got hit there. I was considering using a blank, and I was like, ah, maybe not. That's how the cookie crumbles, I guess. It looks like no Abby the true gun for us today. Oh my god, and there it is. I was so close. Look how many rooms I did. And I had to fight a mini-boss, and I only got hit once. Evil. Evil work. I went through this entire floor. Man. This is truly... this is truly society. Alright, let's see what's in this chest. Smoke bomb's not bad. I can actually just steal from shop now. But there's no reason to. I just have like a ton of money. So this is gonna be a gun. Because if you don't get a gun from like a chest in a floor, it will give you a gun during the boss fight. That's just how it works. Smoke bombs during boss fights aren't really that useful. They're a good item for like everything else. Ammo Conda is just Snake, but as a Gungeon boss. Not the hardest, but he has a ton of weird bullet patterns. And sometimes he just like jets at you. Or he's at low health, he'll just run at you. Which is terrifying. Yeah, like what he's doing right now. There we go. As long as I don't let him eat anything, he's fine. Ammo Conda is okay. Don't like dealing with them, but it's fine. I got Magnum? Really? Alright. Did I buy a key from the shop yet? Yes, I did. Alright, trank gun. Don't really want it. I'm gonna lockpick this, because I'm not gonna waste a chest. key shooter. Luckily I didn't waste a key on that. Okay, how is that a blue item? It should be like a brown item at best, like a D tier item. It should not be a C tier blue item. I'll get the air tank. I'll get the air tank. I'll get the air tank, and I'll get the bug boots as well. Why not? No reason not to. I need to buy a key anyway next floor, so. And I can just steal whatever I want, so money isn't really a problem anymore. The Magnum's not bad. It's just, I haven't really got, like, that gun yet, you know? Like, the gun you're like, well, damn. Like, that's just good. And there's a couple of them. I've just got a ton of mid items recently. Which this early in the Gungeon's fine. There we go. Oh, this is Rat Room. The thing about Magnum is it does fire pretty fast. Alright, let's find... Oh, there he is. Little rat. There we go. There are some things in Gungeon I know are coming back, just because of, like, how notorious they are in Gungeon. The rats in Exit the Gungeon as well. So is Gungeon, so you can kind of be like, okay, if those two are the mainstays, and then it's the little turtle, like the super turtle, those are coming back, I know that. Because they're too, like, big in Gungeon, they're not going to just take this out. Especially Gungeon. If anything's coming back in Gungeon 2, it's going to be Gungeon. And if they don't, that's a crime. Do I really want to just steal a key? Am I that petty? I mean, yes. Is it worth it, is the thing. Like, one curse for a key, is that worth it? Early on, I would say yes. Now, not so much. Not the most apt trade. Something to consider, though. Especially if it unlocks the rat. But I'll probably just find an extra key, and if not, I'll bite the bullet. Yeah, I really want to save the compressed air tank for the rat maze. That seems that's my plan most of the time. I do like the noises he makes of that black. Very fun. Very fun, very hype. Check my secret rooms, make sure there's nothing there. But another thing I want to do when I'm doing Gungeon runs, especially when I'm streaming them, I want to get better thumbnails. This is just for the YouTube. Twitch doesn't have this. I'm talking about the, when you live stream on YouTube, you have to have, like, a thumbnail pre-ready. I just use one of the thumbnails I use for, when making my latest Gungeon video. I think that's what I used. I need to make one that's, like, especially for it. I did just want to get back into streaming, because it's been a while. It's been a bit. I've been focusing on YouTube too much. I gotta let both Twitch and YouTube breathe in the same space. Where are you at? There you are. I like how the proton pack looks. It's very satisfying. Brown chest. I could lockpick it, see what happens. Junkin? No. Check all 4 or 3 corners that you can. Let's do that in like every chest room. Just to see. Just to feel it. Alright. Just a little bit of curse never killed nobody. Oh, it has. I can definitely say it has. But it should be fine. 1 curse isn't the worst thing in the world. Barely changes anything. Ruins a bit of the floor loot. There you go. That's why I'm hesitant to pick those up, just because, well, sometimes it just messes up with like good RNG. You're joking me. I've been getting like the bosses that I hate. Of course. Mind Flayer is gonna be the boss I get. There's no way I wouldn't. That'd be preposterous. He's almost a guaranteed to get hit. He has so much like random stuff going everywhere. It's not like he's weak either. He's pretty strong, but he takes a lot to take down. Like, look at this bullet pattern. And sometimes the mines overlap with the bullet pattern. And then this shit. I don't even know the right way to really even figure out which one he is. I don't know if there's a way to tell. I don't have a blank. What if I disappear for a little bit? What are you gonna do? It kind of breaks him a little bit. Kind of stun locks him. Yeah, it's just a normal run today. Nothing too serious. Well, it has speed mode on. There's just because like every time. Speed challenge technically, if that's what you're referring to. Not like a regular challenge. Just like a regular run. Nothing to it. I just put the speed mode on just because if it's not on, it feels really slow. Like if you played speed mode, right? Then it's like the Gungeon feels like a slog if it's not in like constant speed. But we're going against the rat this time. Very nice. But yeah, I might do some challenges later on, maybe in the week, but today is just standard, regular. Nothing to it but the do it run. Not the best items, I won't lie. I can probably beat the rat with this stuff. So we're hoping for a regular gun. Really, I'm just getting in the Gungeon mood because apparently Gungeon 2 is going to be coming out this year, and there's not a lot left of this year. So I'm hoping for maybe a next month release, maybe if it doesn't get delayed. Fingers crossed. Alright, gotta remember. 2 right, 2 down, left, right. Oh, I can just roll into these guys. These guys are not really a problem. There's just so many of them. Alright, second right has been made. Now with 2 down. 1. Oh, come on now. Another reason I hate the lead maidens. I almost call them iron maiden. Because that's what they're based off of. They just absorb so much damage and waste so much time. Alright, that was 2. So now we go left after this. Didn't beat rat yet. After the card is already open. Oh, well, I did that earlier before I came down here. Like when I unlocked the when I unlocked it, I just before I beat the boss in the last floor, I just came down and popped 2 of the blanks, just so I don't accidentally use them and get locked out of the rat. It's just a precaution I do. It sucks because I don't have the blanks for the boss, but it's useful so you don't, you know, waste them. It's a nice strat to have if you want to secure rat. You just do it as early as possible and then come back to it. Because, like, I've done that before, where it's like, oops, accidentally used my stuff for the rat. What am I gonna do now? Because once you fight the rat once, and once you learn their little patterns, they're not really that difficult. They're just kind of free loot. Free loot. Let's use compressed air tank for this one. I used to dodge in between those, but it's actually just easier to just go on the sidelines of those. Not the worst thing in the world. You generally want to stay underneath the rat, because some of his attacks are easier that way. There we go. I also like to keep my blanks for the rat when going into his labyrinth, just because during this phase, some of his attacks are a little, you know. It's really just the missiles. Everything else I can dodge pretty consistently. The missiles just kind of suck. This attack right here. I want to see if I can just... Yeah. Alright, let me lock it a little bit. This attack used to really always get me, until I learned that if you just dodge in a square, or I guess circle, depending on how you move, it can't hurt you. It's kind of an easy thing. If you have extra speed, it might hurt you a little bit. But the rat's all about circles, if you can believe it. You kind of pick it up. If you just move in a circle for most of his attacks, he can't hurt you. Like there, I just kind of went in like a semicircle. Yeah, as long as you get the curvature in your movements, it should be fine. Oh, my timing's off. I'm so bad. Rat is easier. Depending on how you see the Lich, I can see how some people think he's harder. For me, rat is easier. Getting to the rat, however, is harder. Just because of all the everything that goes into getting to the rat. Lich is just a straightforward, you go to bullet hell. You just go through bullet hell, it's not that much of a chore. Yeah. The fight itself, though, rat is easier. Oh, oh. Need to block there. I can probably get a 3-star punch in that time, though. Come on. Next phase, come on, we gotta go. 40 seconds left before the bomb explodes. 3-star punching is important just because it gives you more loot. I'm gonna have to be fast. I'm gonna be real quick. I got 10 seconds left. Ah, fuck it. No 6 keys this time. I think it's only 5. I think I only got 5 keys. Yeah, 5. Alright. A little bit of curse for the blood brooch. Not bad. Hex bullets. Mimic tooth necklace. Not bad. Rat's going to spill his entire backstory. You know who's the hardest boss? It is the it's the old king. In whatchamacallit? In the Abbey of the True Gun. They are the hardest. Just for how early they are. And how, if you're not prepared for it, their bullet patterns will kill you. If you're used to it, it might be a sitch, but all of these should be mimics. Because I got the Mimic Tooth Necklace during the rat fight. So, there usually is an NPC here. But since they're not here, all of these are mimics. Every single one of them. Never mind. It should be, because I got Mimic Tooth Necklace, but I'm assuming... Interesting. Usually there's at least one. That took me back. There should be at least one, but there's not. Huh. Well, I basically won this, this run right now. Let me just slide a couple items through the bars. Am I losing my touch? There we go. If you angle yourself just right, you can slip items through the bar, and you can get a baby dragon pretty easily. Not a bad little tech. You can just kind of toss it through there. At 4th floor, we're in a pretty decent situation. We don't have like an amazing gun or item that just lets us break the Gungeon right now. We do have the cheese wheel, which should get us through most of it. But I would prefer to have like a... If I get finished gun now, I think I'd be fine with it because I didn't get it early. Finished gun is an automatic win. If you get that, you're trying to just win. Though if you've never been to the Rat, I would recommend going there because it's a fun fight. First of all, Rat's fun, but also just the loot it gives. My word, it's fun. Also, the unlock for items is really good. Like all the rat items are pretty useful. Especially like the cheese wheel obviously is the most important one. It's an invincibility item. Every invincibility item you get is probably the most broken thing in the Gungeon. And then when it comes to whatchamacallit, I'm trying to think. When it comes to the rat shoes, that's what the rat shoes are very nice. You can walk over edges pretty easily. It's like the second best rat item. Third is rat sack, mostly just because it allows you to pick up more items, like more active items. That's how I have so many active items right now. Plus I have backpack, so I can pick up one extra bit. Oh yeah, no, helix bullets also makes all my guns really weird. I think the worst rat item, I'm trying to think, which one is like I can do with that? It's the gun. It's the gun, hands down. I mean, to be honest, it's very broken. The cheese gun is very broken. It's probably one of the best guns in the Gungeon period. You can win pretty easily with just rat gun by itself. Infinite ammo, high rate of fire, can even stun bosses. Regular bosses can oh, let me change that real quick. Sorry about that. There we go. I'll make it a little smaller too. There we go. How about that? All right, back to it. Yeah, so you see how I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 active items right now. Finish run equals finish run. That's how you gotta do it. Okay, so now we got Lunk. I don't know if I want to do RNG department is the thing. RNG department's very annoying. Mostly because if you saw the short that I made about RNG department, it's it's like a waste of a floor. You get nothing from it, and the layout is exactly the same, and the boss is pretty easy. If it was a more interesting floor, I would go to it. If I didn't have to, like, give a mass around. You know? If a mass around was not involved in the access... Oh, the RNG department? I mean, I'll go there just to show it off. I'll show off the RNG department. For those who don't know, I'll put you in the know-how. I'll give you the in. Turn you guys into knowers, but let me finish this floor first. That's a mimic. Every chest is now a mimic because of Mimic Tooth Necklace. Keys are no longer required. Let's see here. the little baby dragon's going nuts. If you teleport fast, the baby dragon goes a little crazy. Little bit. Ooh, do I want Lament? I'm gonna get the heart container, and if I have enough for Lament, I'm getting Lament. Make the run go astronomically crazy. Make it go a little stupid. I have ration, so if my health ever like dips below anything, I'll just use that as health. Oh. Perfect. Alright, let's see here. Oh, the cheese wheel? Absolutely one of the most broken things in the dungeon. 100%. If you get it with the ice cube or anything that reduces cooldowns, it becomes probably the most broken thing in the Gungeon. It can definitely turn into like a game-winning thing on its own. It's nuts. It's nuts and crazy. Another mimic. Took me a while to realize what I was looking at there. I was like, well, where's the key? Yeah, now mimics. Couple ways you can determine if a chest is a mimic. If it's breathing, 1. Obviously, the chest breathes at you. Oh, then it's mimic. If it has no lock on it, it's a mimic. Unless you get it from like an event. Like if you do the oh, I got Wingman. Nice. Gonna go beat the boss. I'll use the Eliminator. Alright, there we go. Wallmonger are pretty easy. If they're not cursed, it's an easy fight. I didn't have cheese wheel out. I say it's an easy fight, then immediately get hit because I didn't have my items ready. I panicked a little bit. I'm fine now. No mass around now. Ripping cheese. There we go. Do some damage. Do a little bit more damage, bam. Not really panicking too much. Master rounds that are nice to have. Don't really need them at this point. Yeah. Alright. Anything in the shop that I want that I can afford right now. I could get them in. Oh, yes, you can also shoot within the cheese wheel. Extremely broken. It's like any other invincibility item. Alright, what gun do I want to get rid of? Probably Helix. Not really a big fan of Helix. Ox Cannon, not really anymore. Markov, don't really need. And then finally, throw in your master rounds. Boom. Let's freaking go is right. Let's freaking hit it. Probably the most useless floor in the Gungeon itself. We will go to it though. There we go. Still probably. There we go. Still probably my least favorite floor in the Gungeon, if I'm to be so for real. Is that this room done? No, there we go. Alright, now let's take a gamble. We're gonna get Kevin or Karen as the mini-boss. Oh, give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. Just had to deal with something real quick. The rat boss is the only one you haven't beat. I get that. Rat's always a little complicated to go into just because there's so many steps involved with getting to them. But I would recommend always going to the rat on any run. Because it makes a run. It really does. It is such a generational thing. I'm telling you, if Gungeon 2 doesn't live up to the hype, I'm going to be a little peeved. I've been waiting for Gungeon 2 for so long. You got lost in... Okay. Little tip. Little tip for the rat. Go here, right? Select your items. Go all the way down. If you have all 6 rat notes, you can get through the maze. Right here is your directions. The little rat cheese looks like a regular rat cheese. 2 rights. Then you got a down. Then you got another down. You got a left. You got a right. Now it's going to be different for everyone else. There's a random path for everyone. For me, this is my rat path. Pretty easy to understand. If you get a little lost, remember which stage you're at, and then you can just look at which note. And the notes are in order. They're never in a different order. They're always in the same order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's how you get through the rat maze. Oh, I didn't notice that. There we go. Alright, who are we gonna get? We got Kevin. There are gonna be too many bosses here. And I believe that's what the fan names for them are. But yeah, so if you ever wonder, you ever pontificate how to get to the rad, that's exactly how you do it. It's always fun to realize this is just a shortcut, the most useless shortcut in Gungeon history right here. It's fun that that path is there, but still. Yes, you do have limited time, but you have so much time, it shouldn't really be a problem. I believe it's like 10 minutes. But I never really timed out on the boss. As long as you're doing it at like a relatively quick pace, you should be fine. And I think when you're paused, the timer stops. Then when you're fighting the rat, there's not a timer, except when you're in the punch-out phase. Once you're in the punch-out phase, that's when you have it. The punch-out phase, there'll be a bomb, and then you just have to do that. Yeah. I'm telling you, the 3D... It could be a fun concept, but the 2D definitely shows the bullets a lot clearer. Like, it's easier to see. Like, it's easier to read where the bullets are gonna go. The 3D one, I like how the one boss they showed off looked. I'll be so real, I'm a sucker for cool looking bosses. But I fear that we're gonna have an exit the Gungeon situation where it's completely broken, they never fix it. I really hope it doesn't go that way. It looks like the Gungeon style, but I'm a little worried, I won't lie. That's why I'm a little antsy to get my hands on it, because I'm like, I want to see if it's good. I want to see. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be, yeah, the isometric bullets are gonna be a lot to get used to. It's gonna be a very weird time to get used to all this. I just hope they don't take any guns out, right? Because, like, you can't make a sequel to the Gungeon and then it be less, you know? Another mimic. 2 mimics. Secret of the chest mimics. I'm not Edwin and I didn't make the mimics. Oh, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Just throw that mimic off the edge again for a kill. The precision rifle isn't bad. Or a gunny's pretty good. Not a bad little... Oh, plus I got paperwork. Very nice. God, I'm so nervous for Gungeon 2, man. Some people say they out ice in their veins. Mine's is whatever the opposite of that is. I'm not cool-headed. I'm very hot-headed about Gungeon. I guess hot-headed means a different thing. I'm nervous. Nervous is the right word for Gungeon 2. But you know I'm gonna be the one of the first to be like, let me get my hands on it. Let me see what's going on here. Let's see here. Where chest? That's okay. That's a green one. Don't really need that. It's not worth the curse. I believe that gives me like 1 or 3 curse. It's between the. I think it's how good the chest is for the mirror ring. I believe that's how that's calculated. Like if it's an S tier chest, like the black really impressive chest with all the like the ornate bits to it, I believe that's 3 curse. If it's a red chest with like the A tier chest, I believe that's 2 curse, and I believe the green is 1. But you can also get blue chests in there, so I might be wrong on how that works specifically. I've never... Here's the thing, right? I've never really gone into, like, modding the Gungeon. I thought about it. Like, I've thought about it. It's just when I try to, like, when I tried to mod the Gungeon gave me a lot of errors. I guess that's when I had it on Epic. Now I have it on Steam. So it could work a lot better now. It just, after that experience, I was like, oh god. The only reason I ever had it on Epic was because when I first got into Gungeon, it was free. Like, it was the free game on Steam, and then I stopped playing on, free game on Epic. And then I was like, God, I'm gonna get it on Steam to see if it's any better, and it is so much better. It is so much better. Like, you don't have to be online to pick up Gungeon. You can be completely internet off. It's so nice. And that was years ago, by the way. That was like, shoot, 4 years ago, maybe? 3? Probably 3. But yeah. It's so nice. It's so good. I do really want to get into it, though, because there's the one mod I really want to try, which is, ooh, there's a storm brewing tonight. If you didn't hear that on the mic, there was a loud thunderstrike outside. Cool. Anyway, kind of distracted me a little bit there. What was I going on about? Oh yeah. So, Gungeon 2, hopefully it's something measured. Little tongue-in-cheek here. Space. Anyway. That's the default answer I give out. Never let them know your next move. Anyway. Like, yeah. I would love to add more to the Gungeon if it was a lot easier. Maybe, I know there's a mod loader for it. I know there's a mod loader for Gungeon, and I'll probably get that one day. But like, I'm so in deep now to where I'm just like, Gungeon 2 is right around the corner. Might as well wait for that before I start modding Gungeon 1. You know? Because they did say it was coming out this year. And it's just like... There's only like 5 months left. 4 months. I'm counting this month, which I really shouldn't. Where it's like, it's so close. It's so close to release, I might as well just see what they're cooking up. It should be this year. If you watch the Nintendo Direct, they said it was coming out 2026. I believe that's what they said. They didn't give a date. When they first announced it, I think it was... Shoot. They said, I believe they said 2026. If they said 2027, I might be a little dense. I'm gonna have to recheck that, but I think they said 2026. So it should be this year. I've heard about Cuphead 2. Which, I'm telling you, if Cuphead 2 and Gungeon 2 release in the same year, nuts. But I think Cuphead 2's next year, if I remember correctly. But that would be absolutely insane if those two came out in the same year. Yep. I was trying to find a safe way to crack the mimic without it hurting me, and I was just like, Cuphead. Yeah, Cuphead definitely awakened people to the 2D Dark Souls. Come to London? We'll see. We'll see. The London Butcher tells me to come to London. Oh no, Jeepers Creepers. I'm petrified. Maybe. We'll see, Mr. London Butcher. We'll see. That's why I want to have both YouTube and Twitch chat on the screen, but for some reason, when I tried to merge the two into like the same thing, it kept giving me errors. So right now it's just Twitch on the Twitch chat up there. Soon enough, I'll get YouTube working. I have no doubt about that. It might take like a week though, so. But yeah, no, it's gonna be. Cuphead 2 is gonna be nuts. Gungeon 2, I'm hoping is gonna be nuts. I really am praying that it's not gonna be another Exit the Gungeon situation. House of the Gundead was an arcade machine that they made for Gungeon, which was sick. Sucks that it's secluded to an arcade machine. If you go to Dave & Buster's, or I guess some other places that have arcade machines, then they might have House of the Gundead. Other than that, though, I am really excited for what those two have in store. Oh, you know, House of the Gundead, it was cool that they even did that. It's so rare you see an arcade machine being made nowadays. The worst part is I wanted to get it. Like, I want to get an arcade machine, put it somewhere, and be like, yeah, I have House of the Gundead. But like, first of all, it's a lot. It's a lot for a bit. I'll be real. The bit goes crazy. The bit would go wild. But also, God, it'd be such a really poor financial decision. No, that's the part I so wanted. God, I got into Gungeon too late to where I didn't realize it was a thing. I really want a physical Ammonomicon, but they're being upsold for so much. The scalpers got their hands on it, and it's so over for me. I really wanted. But the thing is, I might just make one. I might just. I've had this for a long time. I think I'm gonna make one. Like, actually print out the pages, make a leather bound, probably faux leather book, and just make it myself, because why not? Physically, who's gonna stop me? I'm gonna use one of the rations now, because I am getting destroyed right now. It's been a while since the true dragons actually stumped me a little bit. I'm gonna lock in here just a tad. Oh yeah, no, the developers are just like, they're like, well, we gotta remember that, that they became a publishing company right after they made Gungeon. Like, Gungeon got so popular, they just made themselves a publishing. So they're more focused on, like, that than... Yeah, let me lock in a little bit. Oh shit, I went to the wrong side. Pop in and shock in, because we're going in. Alright, gotta remember I have cheese wheel. Best way to avoid bullets is to actually jump into them. Sounds a bit counterintuitive, I know, but... Nerves of steel, come on, nerves of steel. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Now here's where every Gungeon thought comes into play. Do we think this is a bullet hell run? That's what we have to consider here. Sadly, no, there's no online co-op. It is only LAN. I don't think Gungeon has ever had online co-op. At least as far as I know. It's only LAN. You have to be in the same room as the person. Now there is, I believe there's some services that allow you to be in the same room as somebody, but it's just I'm trying to think. I'm hoping that Gungeon 2 has online co-op. If there's one thing they add, it would be that. I know there was that parsec stuff a while back. I don't know if it's still a thing. But I know that allowed you to do all that. But that was also a little weird, because you need to turn your computer into a server, basically. Would be cool though. Oh, they added like a Colder the Lamb character, yeah. Oh, that. I actually didn't know they had a mobile version of Gungeon at all. So that's pretty sick. That's pretty cool. I won't lie. That's pretty baller. And it does make sense because Devolver was the publisher for Cult of the Lamb. They didn't make the game, they published it though. So it does make sense that, because I believe what happened was Devolver made Gungeon, became a publisher, and then published Cult of the Lamb from another developer. So that's kind of the connection they have, yeah. The strings are there, you just need to connect them. It's a little hard sometimes to be like, well, this company did this, and then they were a developer, became a publisher. And that's sometimes how that goes. Sometimes indie studios become publisher, because I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened to Power Worlds when Pocket Payer made Power World, and now they're a publisher, and they're publishing another game, but they're still developing Power World, another game that I'm hopelessly addicted to. Hopelessly, it's so good, but I don't think I'm getting to the Lich. I'm gonna be real. It'd be a miracle. Oh, I have Blood Brooch. I completely forgot about that. That's why I'm getting some health back. I was like, how am I still alive? I was like, I should so be dead by now. Forgot I had blood brooch in my back pocket. Shoot. Alright, this is gonna lead back into this room, so it's probably up this way. Sometimes you gotta look at how bullet hell's laid out. And then if like a room collapses back into itself, then it's probably not the way to go. Little stressed, little stressed. God, there we go. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Oh, ammo. How we thinking? One more run, or you think that's where we call it? Because I didn't get to the Lich, which kind of sucked. I'm thinking. Yeah, I might pick it up back later. I think that's where the run's gonna end for today. So, everyone, how often? It's been a while since I streamed, but I think I'm gonna try to stream more regularly. So I might be back tomorrow, or maybe the day after, hopefully. But yeah. So to everyone watching, thank you all for watching. Have a great good day, evening, or night. And also, the YouTube's growing, and it could use a little more help. So if you could please subscribe, I would appreciate that. If you're on Twitch, drop a follow. I would appreciate that as well. See you all later. Do appreciate you all being here. Have a great one.